Do all families that are very religious have sacrifice patterns? My answer to this is simple. Look at history, at who has died for the sake of religion or in the name of the God of their understanding. I'll say this. I do frequency work for a living, and a big chunk of the thesis of my book that I'm writing, that I'm finishing, that will be out by the summer, has been aggregating data from over 1,000 sessions. That's just the test batch that I used to get this round of data, and identifying and connecting a whole lot of dots around transgenerational epigenetic patterning and the frequency of emotional patterns, and then how these things all come together. I say all of that because my answer to this is a resounding yes. Over 96% of the people that I've worked on that run sacrifice, martyr, self-abandonment patterns also run some type of victim abuse pattern, came from a line of alcoholism, came from a line of emotional neglect, and distorted loyalty. Let me show you something. This is just an idea of how I'm kind of creating these very simple to read snapshots of clients who have sacrifice patterns, came from generations of blank: religion, war, distorted loyalty, or service. What do I mean by that? Similarly to what we see from the royal family, when you grow up within a secret society or a royal bloodline, you have a duty, you have an obligation, and you feel like you're doing so with honor. But when you are betrayed, or when you are undermined, and when you feel like you are working inside of an institution that is corrupt, that begins to distort that loyalty pattern, and it becomes destructive, which is what happens with these royal bloodlines a lot. It's why you're going to start seeing the royal family break down even more and more. Unfortunately, because again, all systems are breaking down, as I said in my last video. Don't you find it wildly sus that King Charles went in a month ago for an enlarged prostate, and now he's been diagnosed with cancer, but they're just not telling us what it is? All cancer genes are gene mutations. The biological and clinical relevance of the cell of origin is not clear, because these viruses carry on a frequency. Don't you find that convenient? Buckingham Palace knows exactly what they're doing. They're being very strategic, and they're not going to do anything to look weak or that they don't have control of what's going on. It is all about dignity and duty and honor at the sacrifice of the person. The white hats don't care. The truth is, patterns are just algorithms, and they will do anything to fulfill themselves, and they will match with a similar or like frequency until it is corrected or that loop is broken. I break all this down and more in my podcast called Super Freak on Spotify and Apple. Check it out, y'all. Link in bio.